Hello and welcome to Sovereign RPG. I am Sovereign and today is another update video. There's been updates all week. The devs are keeping us apprised of most information, which helps me make videos and helps the player base to understand what is going on. So they thought they'd update us with some known issues for the Indomitable update that happened on January 20th. So they start off by talking about the optimizations to auditing. That's the daily gift contract limit. Now, I thought this was a massively bad idea. It really does hinder the larger alliances that don't have accounts that are strictly used for contracts, your ore buybacks, your SRPs, etc. If they're not T8, they have a really limited way of being able to distribute to the corps and alliances themselves. Now it says here this change has the greatest impact on the violating groups that use contracts for money laundering, but I don't think that is truly the case. The biggest impact this has is on your larger alliances, your larger corporations, your corporations of ore buyback with SRP programs, the ones that buy and distribute all of the contracts when you're doing group PvE, and you have to distribute those modules when you're doing dead spaces, etc. I think that impacts them more than these violating groups, especially since they're like saying that the number of bots has been decreased by more than 90%. So if the amount of bots have been decreased more than 90% and this update's only been out for one day, then what they were doing before without limiting further was already working. So having to limit more even though you're already winning the war makes literally zero sense. You're just hurting the player base, you're not helping. That is my personal opinion. There's actually proof down here that they've said that it's decreased by more than 90%, but we'll get into that when we get to that part. So number two, it unfortunately will also affect some corps or alliances, as I said 2 minutes ago, that use low-level accounts for logistics. As I said 2 minutes ago, I should probably read further into it before I answer things. For the time being, you may now have to use some higher level accounts for logistics. Now, it's not that easy to just turn around and say, hey, guys, sorry, we're going to fuck up your entire logistical system in your corps. But if you get one of your T8 characters and pay us Plex, or if you spend some of your ISK to respec that character into logistics, that's fine. It's not affecting the standard player base because it is actually impacting the violating groups more. They've said that they will continue to monitor the effect of this on players and bots, and based on the results will adjust and optimize the gift contract limit values. Just don't have a limit on it. You have 100 systems already in place to combat this. Stop adding more systems. You can't turn around, as it says, we'll just go through to the battle against the bots so we can go through these two because they've got bits in between that just don't mix. So we'll go through the battle against bots, which is just below that. We have been further refining our ban detection systems and are continuing to ban bots. The number of bots has been decreased by more than 90% due to the level of efficiency in banning bots. We will also now add additional proactive systems to ban those who participate in RMT, real money trading, the purchase of ISK with real money. So with these RMT groups, like I'm not talking about your average players who sit there and make ISK and sell that ISK on websites. I'm talking about the real problem of RMT, which is your big mainstream websites that have massive amounts of bots. You're already beating them. You've literally said here the number of bots has been decreased by more than 90% due to the level of efficiency in banning bots. So if you are already winning that war against bots, why are you further limiting the player base by adding more on top of that? You're never going to actually beat. This is like a war that you'll never win. You'll never be able to beat bots. There's still bots in World of Warcraft, even with their detection systems, and they're a massive company. There's still bots in EVE Online. There's still bots in Rift. There's still bots in Guild Wars 2. There's still bots in Dark Age of Camelot from 20 years ago. There are still bots being used in there. You're never going to fully beat the bots. Having a number of bots decreased by more than 90% is more than enough. You can kind of keep that level going, making sure that those bots are going, not by adding more systems to limit the players. Right, let's move on to the bookmarks. They've said they're extremely happy to be able to implement the first iteration of Bookmarks and are still working on adding the additional functionality for future updates coming in February and March, being able to save your current location for setting up safe locations. I already thought that was a thing. Now, I haven't fully tested it myself yet, but I already thought that you could actually save your current location and you could warp to that current location. It's a very weird one. Can you only save current locations on the actual anchors like your gates, anomalies, planets, moons, etc. Add a bookmark marker mechanic. This will be converted from a saved location. Or an existing market can be converted into a new location. This can also be used for contracts. So you can sell a bookmark location and contracts. That'll be quite interesting. It's not the end of the world. Now here's a big one. They're going to be talking about, finally, they've accepted that there is an armor versus shield balance problem. They are currently working on balancing this, though the time of releasing these initial changes hasn't been finalized yet. This should be a priority over all of your entire other roadmap. This is to do with the actual balance of the game, the actual gameplay itself. If you have a massive broken mechanic in the game, like the disparity between armor and shield, adding more stuff to it is just going to create more problems in the future. Just fix that one first. Get that one done, get that one out of the way, and then add all of your other stuff. I still think it's a stupid idea to be adding capital ships already, dreadnoughts, even though it's going to be in August, which is 6 months away. It's still a stupid addition. It's like adding faction battleships before they added battleships. That was just like, I still don't understand the logic behind that, apart from trying to force people to buy Plex to buy battleships. The only thing I could see for a reason for that would be a monetary value. So they've also come up again with the insurance system. We are excited by this and have plans on releasing this in early February, and we'll give more details on this soon. Still waiting for that actual public data to be giving out so I can make the video on it. So the chat text being cut off during warp bug. A fix for this has already been implemented as of this version, but if you'll still experience it, please submit it with your specific device to #BugReport or contact customer support in the game so we can further research this. Now, the #BugReport is in the Eve Echoes official Discord, which I do have a link to join down in my description. We've already talked about the battle against bots. That could be an entire video of me bitching and complaining about that for hours. But this is an update video, so we're going to move on to the black screen issues. There are various different situations in where a black screen issue will occur. We have confirmed and are in the process of fixing the following. Various Apple devices are under investigation, loading characters and switching accounts under investigation, and patch errors are already resolved. Now, still locating the problem. Before the end of January, we'll add a tool for quickly locating such problems, which is expected to solve the black screen problem faster. We hope to be able to fix a significant number of these black screen issues on our February 2 version. Thanks for your patience. So it's just a small update, and for me to be able to bitch a little bit more. I think this is becoming my YouTube persona, to have a little bit of a moan about everything, which is fine. I enjoy moaning about stuff. I enjoy complaining. If people don't complain, nothing gets fixed. So someone has to do it. I'll take the bullet for that one. And that's all we have for today. I want to thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is your one-stop shop for Eve Echoes content. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.